Welcome to Talk Rice to Me. I am Jay.
I am Jesse.
I'm Vivian.
What's our favorite topic?
Food.
Food. So we gonna start with food today, okay?
I thought it was dick curvature. Just kidding.
Dick curvature. Well, this was asked in one of our comments. It says, "What do you guys think are the most hyped up foods right now?"
Question: do you think hyped and good, or just hyped and hyped?
Just we'll do hyped first. Just hyped.
Like hyped doesn't matter if it's good or bad.
Just doesn't matter if it's good or bad. Would you say what are the most hyped up foods in your opinion are right now?
Ladies first.
I don't remember.
This girl acts like she don't be watching food talks all day.
I don't. I feel like I always remember things that I'm like, oh, that's overrated. And then
It doesn't matter if it's
forget.
over or underrated. Just stuff that you be seeing a lot.
Oh, the tangaloo.
Tangaloo?
Have you ever had?
Yeah.
I've never had it, so I don't know
like,
if it's good or
it's
not.
like the candied
It's like
stuff on a stick,
Caramelized
right? Yep.
fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been popular.
What ethnic group is
It's
that
Chinese.
Chinese
from? So what is it again?
It looks like fruit,
tangaloo.
but it's caramelized on a stick.
Oh, I know. They do the grapes and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
candy it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if it's good. I do want to try it, but that's been
I don't remember ever
popular.
having
I
it.
do know what you're talking about. They do like strawberries and stuff too.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's one. You got one?
Maybe it's because I look at them all the time, but I feel like the most hyped up thing right now is croissants.
I agree.
I was gonna say that too.
I
Is
agree.
croissants.
I think croissants are blown up, and it's funny because they're coming up with so many different variations of it. Me and my brother talk about it. It's like every couple of months, they're like, "Dude, how do we take croissant dough and reinvent it in some way?"
Yeah, first it was the Supreme, and then it's the Cube, and now it's the Crookie.
Okay. Oh no, the flat croissant, but
And then
that hasn't taken like things by storm. But I seen like the flat croissant, like kind of like
I seen a couple months ago. Someone took the Costco croissants, rolled that joint flat, throw a stick of butter, and put honey on top of it, and just threw it in a pan. And that's how they made a flat croissant. And they ate it. It was like I was like, yeah, holy.
Hey, I'm about to try that.
It was nuts, but yes, my hype thing is croissants, and I'm not mad about that.
Okay, and because like I had a flat croissant like 2 weeks ago, that actually is pretty good. The flat croissant is actually pretty good because it's like the same type of croissant taste, but the texture is like it's like a cookie texture. Not it's like the crunchy cookie. You know, there's like different type of cookie textures.
Yeah.
You bite into it, it's like a hard cookie. It's got like a really good crunch in it, and it's like flat.
Ooh,
I
I'll have
like
to
it.
Try it. I haven't seen it. I've seen the cookie croissant pop up.
Jay did it. Jay.
I was like, I saw yours first, and I was like, huh. And then I started seeing all the New York bakeries pop up, and I was like, oh.
Next potluck, I'll bring it. It was nice and easy, so I'll do that.
It was what you call it. I think it was popularized in France,
It's
right?
actually, yes, it's popularized in France, and if you look at the comments of some of them, I think it's hilarious. People will be like, "Wow, Americans are always ruining everything." It's almost like it started in France, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, in London, when we stopped by, remember we were about to go into the city, and there in London they have, they might have it in New York now. It's a croissant cone with ice cream in it.
Ooh.
Oh.
I wonder how they do that though.
I don't know. It looks delicious.
Okay. Wait. I think they already do it in New York.
Yeah, they brought it to New York.
They do. No, there was a variation a long time ago. I forget what it's called, but I think I've seen it like a couple years ago. But all right, and what else? The cube croissant.
Yeah, the cubes. And I right after, it was what it first Supreme, then cube, then flat, which was like kind of a mini hype, and now it's the Crookie.
Okay. You know, I don't know how they do the Supreme croissant yet, but the cube croissant is actually so easy. You know how they do
just roll it up.
I figured
Maybe,
I
I
figured they
think
just
so.
roll up the
Yeah.
layers.
Yeah,
But the
I've
cube-
seen reels on it. I just don't pay attention. I just mesmerized.
Yeah. The cube croissant is literally what they did. They cut it up and they just stack all the dough and they put it into one of those into a bread baking thing. So like it just expands and fills out the thing, and they take it and you pop it out. It's so easy. I was actually on Amazon looking for the cube mold so I could try to make my own cube croissant.
It might be the same for the Supreme. They might just roll it up and then just cut it in like cinnamon rolls.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. Okay, so we got croissants. Honestly, I think anything with cheese is just blown up. I think cheese is so like blown up out of proportion.
Do you think it's because cheese, like the pools, are really viral?
I don't
There's
know.
a lot of cheese wheels too.
Yeah, I think it's like anything with cheese. Like people like find cheese to put like in China. Like this was like I think maybe like a year or something ago. They're making like like their boba drinks and like teas are really, really popular amongst Asian people. They put like cheese in it.
Oh, like cheese foam?
Yeah, I think like cheese foam or some type of variation, but they're trying to find some ways to put cheese into those type of drinks, into like some Asian like drinks and stuff like that, like boba and stuff like that.
Other than that, do you think that cheese and I've never had it, but do you think cheese in a drink is good? Either of y'all?
I've had like cheese foam, so it's kind of like a little salty,
Okay.
savory.
Okay.
I feel like I don't know if it's like short for cream cheese or they like actual cheese. I don't know.
Put straight up cheddar in there.
do you like it though? Was it like what was your rating on it for like scale like
It
1 to
just
10?
wasn't my preference. Like I wouldn't get it again.
You wouldn't?
Yeah.
I know in New York and in Flushing, there's this place called like Hey Yogurt or something like that, and literally they're putting yogurt in drinks. And then like I was there like a couple weeks ago, like I've been there like passed by a couple times in the last couple weeks, and there's always an OD line, a ridiculous line to get like yogurt drinks. But I can understand yogurt, but I don't understand cheese because like we grew up on Yakult.
Yeah.
Yakult,
Yeah.
that's yogurt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I can understand the yogurt, but I don't understand the cheese.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never seen anything besides the cheese foam, so I can't.
I think there's that cheese, but it's not only that. I think it's in like other stuff like they're wrapping all meats and cheese, like anything with like cheese. And then my other thing is I think Szechuan food is blowing up. Of all the Chinese dishes, I think Szechuan food is just like I think like every single like Chinese restaurant that opens up in any type of area, it's always a Szechuan style restaurant.
Okay.
Because I think spice is gaining popularity.
Yeah, people want their booty holes to burn.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Or maybe they just like the pain because spice is not actually a taste; it's
It's just
pain.
Yeah.
Maybe they just like being masochists.
That does correlate with my pain tolerance. Actually, my spice tolerance and pain tolerance.
That's 100%. It's
Yeah.
100% true.
Right? Because think about it. I think like people got so much trauma now. They're making it like
Or they're preparing themselves for trauma.
through physical. Yes.
Yeah, you're like, if I can take this, I can take anything.
Exactly.
Eat something.
Because like I think like other like Thai food. I think Thai food's getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Bigger,
Thai food is pretty good. Yeah.
Southeast Asian food in general is getting a lot of popularity. I think that like a couple decades ago, it was more like just your main like Chinese, Japanese stuff. I think, but like a lot of Southeast Asian cuisines are actually getting more and more exposure.
Yeah.
Like Viet restaurants. Oh my God, yo, I see a new pho restaurant every single like every couple months I see another pho restaurant.
Hey,
Yeah.
low key though, I've noticed the pho restaurants around here, the newer ones, they're stepping it up. They have
Really? I've been under a rock.
like I went over there right next to close by to us called Pho Tauda, TOW.
Oh, I've heard of that.
They have like a stone pot and it's like a
Yeah.
dry pho where you just dip it in and eat it.
Oh.
I've never seen
Is it good?
I didn't get it, but I was like, dang, I should have gotten that. They had I got something else. I'm like, dang, it was really good. They had a black banh mi.
Oh, so
Right?
like fusion. I was gonna say like fusion food.
There's a place close to you in Reston, Eve's something
Oh, yeah,
Garden
Eve's
Lounge.
Garden, yeah.
They got crazy looking stuff in there too. Now it's
Yeah.
not just like, oh yeah, here's this H Mart bowl of pho anymore. They're like stepping it up.
It's like a clay pot.
So this I just thought about this when you're saying that about talking about clay pots and like the shift in a lot of like Asian foods. I think the reason why Japanese food was always like towards the top, if not the top, is because Japanese food is very aesthetically pleasing.
100%.
Yeah.
And I think that when it comes to like, I use Chinese because I'm Chinese, right? Growing up, when you go on Yelp, you never see a Chinese restaurant with higher than a three star.
Yeah.
Because always like, oh, this place is dingy, this place is like run down, this place is dirty, whatever. And then I think going up to like Viet restaurants and stuff like that in like Richmond where we grew up, they're kind of like the same atmosphere.
Yeah.
The food
Yeah.
be banging, but like the restaurant don't be like the
Yeah.
cleanest or like the nicest.
Yeah.
All right. This is my hypothesis. I think that when it came to fine dining and like when people like food, people eat with their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So because people eat with their eyes, they always gravitate to the food that looks good. And Japanese food traditionally looks the best.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I think Szechuan food is getting bigger, because like when it comes to like Szechuan food, they do more to make it look pretty. Like they have like hanging pork bellies, or like the way they just present it just looks very aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
And then you're talking about pho, the stone pot. Maybe the Southeast Asians and all the other like Asian groups and all other, I don't know, ethnic foods, they're doing a better job at presenting and making the food look prettier, so people will come with like, oh, that looks good, I want to try that.
Yeah.
Because I will say though, there are some places, I will not name no names, that the food looks really, really good, but the food be trash.
Catfish.
Yeah.
It's a food cafe.
Do you think it's also because like when it comes to aesthetically pleasing food, like that's why in anime they always make a lot of it just predominantly Japanese food,
Ooh, that's a great
Yeah.
point.
because they're like all in the like cartoons it looks good,
Mm-hmm.
and then usually that's what it looks like in real life too.
You know what? I think
So
you're
it probably
right.
has some influence.
I was gonna say it's like a psychology thing, low key. I only know about this because they say, like, did you guys a couple years ago? There's this thing, Payless opened a shoe store, but they renamed it called Palesi or something like that.
What?
So it sounded like some Italian shoe store. It's called Palesi,
Okay.
but they put Payless shoes in the store.
Did he change the prices too?
Yes, they changed the prices to essentially designer prices.
Oh,
And they interview people, and they're like, "Oh," and they would ask me, "Hey, do you like buying designer stuff?" "Yeah, I love buying designer stuff." "Why?" They ask them all these questions like, "Oh, the quality. What do you think about this shoe?" "Oh, I can just tell it's really well made. You know, the stitching is great."
They
Blah
are
blah blah
trolls.
blah. And they're like, "Oh, really?" They're like, "Yeah." And then later on the video goes, "Yeah, this is actually all Payless." Right, and it just basically puts in your head that essentially people sell an experience. They don't. The quality
Okay.
isn't that much difference.
Okay. So it's a placebo. It's all placebo.
100% a placebo. Like we know this. You
Yeah.
go to Whole Foods, you go to Walmart. If you buy just the raw ingredients, does it not taste the same?
No,
If I
I disagree.
if you buy, I don't know, chicken or a steak from Whole Foods, I'm not talking about grass fed or like all that special stuff.
Okay.
Just a plain steak or plain chicken from Whole Foods or Walmart. Is it the same or is it different?
I think it depends on what the food is. Like when we talk about just chicken breast or like chicken thigh, it gonna taste the same.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
marketing.
Yeah, it's just the marketing. So if all these restaurants are essentially okay, I'm telling you, I bet every single Viet place is getting their noodles from the same place or their beef from the same place.
Okay, yeah.
Right? So they're just like, "Oh, let's just jazz it up a little stone pot." They don't
Okay.
got that.
Yeah.
You said Viet. I'm sorry, but we said this before, but the Vietnamese food in New York City is absolutely trash. But it looked good though. Right?
Yeah.
I remember we went to a Vietnamese restaurant in the city like a year or two ago. I'm not gonna say names because I don't want to call them out.
Did we?
Yeah, remember we went with Tiff?
Oh, but that was like a fusion one.
No, but it was like a Vietnamese restaurant.
Oh, the
looked-
second one. The
yeah,
second one.
it
The
looked
yes,
really,
yeah.
really,
Yeah,
really
yeah,
good,
yeah.
but it was so mid.
It was not good.
I wonder why.
It was not good.
I think part of it is like a lot of they're like mixed owners, but still like there's not one that would try to perfect or like shape their recipe.
I don't know. I don't know. But
Yeah.
you said we're getting catfished, but no longer are we getting catfished on dating apps. We're getting catfished by food now.
That's work. It makes me so sad when I get catfish by food, and that's a lot of like aesthetic places. Is a lot of catfish.
Wait, let me ask you guys this. What's worse, getting catfished on a date or getting catfished by a meal?
Buy a meal.
Because one, you're spending your time and your money, but at least you get to spend your money on something you like to do.
Yeah.
One, you're spending your money on something you don't want anymore.
Or like if you get catfished by a person, I don't know, you might end up getting hooked with their personality, but you can't change how the food tastes. Like you'll still be disappointed.
Like what is worse, getting catfished by food or getting catfished by a person?
You said time and money, but you're investing time to get the food and eat the food and money to buy the food. I think it is worse if you get... that's a hard question.
Right? Because what if you get catfish by like a complete 180, like
Okay.
night and day?
I
I would still pick food. I would still pick food.
like if you order like a steak and like, oh my god, looks so good, then you like cut open, you're like, dude, this joint is like hard as a rock.
Like, nasty, yeah.
Okay, I think that it depends. Like if I go to a fine dining restaurant and I'm like, dang, the pictures look really good, the reviews are really good, and I eat there and I spent like hundreds of dollars for it, or if I go to omakase. Probably not likely, but if I go to omakase, right, and then I leave like, dang, that omakase was freaking trash, but it cost me $500.
Yeah.
I'd be pretty upset. It's the same thing if I go on a date and you drop like $200-300 on a date and like, damn, that person was trash. I got catfish so hard. At least you got good food. So I think getting catfish by food is worse if it is like expensive. If it's cheap food, like I don't know, like $5, maybe $15 for something, I think it's okay because you're like, all right, whatever, that's
Yeah.
$15 anyways. But if it's like a $50 dish or something like that, or like you spending, or like if you go to Vegas and you go to a buffet and you don't like it, and you just drop like $70 for that buffet, you're like, dang, what the heck? I just wasted that money, and I feel like shit.
I would be sad like the whole day. Like if I got catfished by a person, like, oh well, I'll get over it in like an hour.
So what you're saying, it's on like a graph. The more money you're spending, the more upset you'll be about the food. The less money you're spending, the more likely you'll be upset from the person.
Correct, because think about it.
fair.
If you get catfished by a person, and you go on a date, and then say that the person is just like, ugh, I'm out. Like this is it. What if the food's really good though?
That's what I mean. Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's actually a pro getting catfished by a person, because what if you guys decide to go somewhere that's absolutely banging like that? Hey yo, the person was shit, but the food was freaking dang,
Yeah,
yo.
or if the ambiance was dark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So-
hey, wait, can you turn the lights down just a little bit more, please? I'm kidding. That's
And then how about this? If you think of this perspective, a lot of people can't go to restaurants and eat by themselves, right? So say if you got catfished by somebody in real life, you go on a date, you still go somewhere, you guys choose to go to a restaurant that you guys both want to, and it's like on your list to try, and you end up really liking it, you still get company to eat. Because you know, there's a lot of people who have social anxiety. They can't like literally sit at a restaurant and eat by themselves. Now they just beat that and like, oh, now I got someone to go with me to go eat the food. So there's a pro. But when you get straight catfished by food and you're just in there, your whole day, I don't know, my hours are ruined. I'm like, man, why did I waste my time doing that? I could have went home and did this. I could have got this. It's just bad.
Yeah.
That's true. Let me ask you guys then. When's the last time y'all got food catfished? Some bad food experiences sting. So when's the last time y'all got food catfished?
I don't know. Do you have one?
Okay, I have one, and it's not that I regretted it. It's because I understand why it was so expensive, but I don't think it was worth it. It's Naria, the brunch in Georgetown. And it's not that it's bad. It's just for the price, it's not worth it because where they're located. I get it. You're paying for the view and the lakefront and stuff. But I mean, it's still good. But I think it's just because how expensive it is. I'm like
it could have been better.
Yeah.
Which is how, because they make it look really good.
yeah, they make it look really good. And I'm like, yo, this is great. But if this was in Arlington, it wouldn't be as expensive. But it was just the price that made it kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
I got one. All right. We were talking about croissants earlier, right? The last time, this happened multiple times. You know that the supreme croissant, right? Or in some place they call it the New York roll.
Yeah, it's like a wheel.
They call it the New York roll or New York wheel or whatever. I think I got catfished a couple times when I got the wheel, and it was straight garbage.
Which places were garbage?
I'm not gonna call them out.
You told me about those.
Chateau de Chantilly.
Because I asked you about them. You're like, yeah, it's not that good.
I think theirs is okay. I think theirs is like mid.
It's more cinnamon roll than croissant.
Yeah, I think it's very mid. But some places it'd be crazy. Like it'd be soft and crunchy, and the feeling be like banging. It's like an explosion of gooiness in your mouth.
All right, let me. Go ahead.
And then, but I think there's also places where it's so doughy, like you bite into it, it's like, dude, what the heck? It's not even flaky. They try to jump in on the hype of the supreme croissant. They just didn't do it right, and I feel
balance.
and I feel catfished by it. I'm like, dang, I just wasted $8 on this because they be going for like $8, $9, $10 now. So I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah. I got one. There was like this one restaurant, I'm not gonna name it, but they had like a special, like a tasting menu special for that event. So my homegirls and I went, and it was like a 4-course dining, like fusion meal. And every course that we went through was trash. Like it probably tasted like lean cuisine. Like they just microwaved lean cuisine and just slapped it on our plate.
What ethnic food was this?
It was like Peruvian, Japanese.
What?
That actually sounds good
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, you would think, but it was like the fusion food, which is not it.
That's the problem with fusion food. Like it's either hit or miss. It's like when you do it right, it's really
Yeah.
good. But if you don't get it right, it can be really bad.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we were talking about croissants. So I was gonna ask, what do you guys think makes a good croissant? But
Oh, we do that. Ladies first.
what do you think
Layers?
makes a good croissant? Okay, layers. So you want to be fluffy, or do you just want like pure butteriness, or like flakiness, or you want butteriness?
Butteriness.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that this question comes down to preference. Of
100%.
like what
Yeah.
you like.
100%.
All right. Every city has like lists like, oh, the best croissant of this, the
Yeah.
best croissant of DC, best croissant of New York.
Mhm.
I think that those are very, very hard to do because it's subjective. Some places they prefer something very like more croissant than it is anything else. They like the natural, I guess the essence of the croissant. They want to taste more croissant. Me, I think the croissant is just a vessel for the flavors.
That's true.
So
That's fair.
so for me, what makes a croissant is I want to bite in that thing, and I want all them flavors to just blow me away. I want to just bust in my mouth. See, I wanted to just blow me away with flavor. Where I'm sitting there, I take a bite. First, I want that supreme.
This feels
I
like
just
an
want
immersive experience.
Yes,
right
yes,
now.
yes. I want that huge
sexual
crunch. I want that crunch. I want that. You want every single one of those little flakes just crunching in your teeth, and then the softness and the airiness inside, and then the inside where it has like the filling and stuff. I just want it to blow me away.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, my breakdown, my universals of good croissants, right, is one, there's got to be a slight butteriness to them.
Okay.
Like a slight butteriness. I don't know. It makes like the mouth feel better.
Okay.
It's
Because it
not
makes
as
it
dry?
not. It makes it not dry. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
when you have a good butter ratio in that croissant, it's like good mouthfeel. It's kind of why I think people put cheese in drinks, because it makes you have a better mouthfeel.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay. And then next, is you said the flakiness. The outside has to be something flaky, and then the inside has to be airy. And then other than that, it's on your preference. Like, do you want it more flavorful? Do you want it more normal? But those are my three like things you have to have: butteriness, flakiness, and airiness.
Okay. We were talking about getting catfish by food, right? Let me tell you what my ultimate catfish when it comes to a croissant is. A, when you bite into it and it is soft, like there's no
Yeah.
crunch.
Mm-hmm.
And then two, if that croissant says it's filled, like it's a Nutella croissant, or it's like a pistachio or whatever type of
It's like
croissant. right?
this big.
Yeah, and it's like
like a little droplet.
yeah, it's like the croissant is like this big, but you
Yeah.
get like maybe like a quarter size of filling in there. I'm like,
Yeah.
you take the first bite of the edge, you just bite into it, like, where's the filling?
I
Yeah.
get pretty mad.
And you gotta take like 4 or 5 bites till you get to the filling.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on now.
You're
I'm
right.
paying $7 for this, and there's like no filling in here.
You're right. You're right.
You get like 2 bites of filling.
100%.
Have you guys had any croissants here that's comparable to New York? I also haven't had that Lafayette one, and I haven't had the ones here.
Hey, I'm gonna say
That's
right now,
awesome.
the Lafayette Supreme Croissant is the GOAT. I think they're pretty sure they created it, right?
Yeah.
They created it. They do it the best. If not the best, they are the top 3 at it.
Because they laminate the outside.
And then the filling ratio is good.
The filling is ridiculous.
Crunchy and soft.
Ridiculous.
And then you said, what was the question again? I completely
She
forgot.
said, is there anywhere around here that
Here?
makes good
Okay.
Yeah.
croissants?
Like name
Um,
your top 2.
There's one that Jesse took me, that Jesse showed me once. I think it's really good. And it's like gluten-free or something like that, Ali knows. The chocolate almond croissant at, what's it called?
Selu?
I
Selu.
haven't heard of that.
And it's like the dough is different too, but they do a really good job with like their almonds and the filling. It's like OD. That's probably, it's one of the best in DC. And then other than that, I can't really think of any other ones that are like,
He was having a down day, and I said, we're already in DC to meet up with my mom and stuff. And I, let me drop off and pick this guy up a croissant to brighten up his day.
yeah.
And we just took a pit stop there. It's pretty good. I saw a lot of good reviews on it. There's another spot. What's that place we went to that in DC they have?
I was gonna say, didn't you go to one recently? I knew because it was on my bookmarks.
Petite Cerise.
Yeah.
That place is not bad. The thing
yeah,
that
yeah.
Jesse got was fire.
Oh yeah, that place is good.
The Supreme is okay, but what you got, oh my god, that thing was fire.
Yeah, it looks pretty filled.
I forgot.
The other they have the roll, and then Jesse got like a cinnamon bun croissant kind of. It looked like a cinnamon bun and a croissant
Ooh.
put together. It was so good. That was like the best thing there.
Okay, that place is really good. There's one more place in DC. We got it like a couple years ago.
Saku.
Is it Saku Flakery?
I haven't been there, but I want to go there. But no, it's
It's the place we went with Kyle, right?
no, it's not that place. It's no, it's just me and you went because we went to.
Is it yellow?
It's in that place where we first had the Kunyaman.
Oh,
Kunyaman.
it's that one place in Capitol Hill.
I don't know where it's at.
Oh.
I forget.
Souk.
Souk. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
That's it. Souk. That's it.
That's
yeah.
on fire.
I would say them, and I'd say Selu, and then that place, the Italian. What's that place we went to? Petite
Petite Cerise.
Yeah, I see those top three.
But top 3 all time right now is
Oh.
Lafayette, Libre, and Supermoon for me. Well,
Oh,
actually, you know what? I did it and the place in Toronto.
Oh yeah.
The place in Toronto.
Yeah, I didn't get to try that place, but Supermoon, they always are like on point with their like crispiness and like ratios.
See, I think Supermoon is my favorite. Jay likes Libre.
Libre is my number 1.
I haven't tried that one yet.
I think a lot of places say that it's one of the top, but in my opinion, I think it's good. I think it's top tier, but it's not my type of croissant.
It's
Yeah.
It's more croissant than it is filling, in my opinion.
to be fair. I think the reason why I like it is I love baklavas too,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
their signature croissant is literally a baklava croissant.
The Supermoon or the Libre?
Libre.
Oh, yeah.
It's a pistachio rose croissant,
I think Supermoon has it too.
but
they rotate.
They rotate them
Yeah.
out.
I think Supermoon just does the fillings and the flavors
It
better.
does.
That's why I like
does.
Supermoon.
Yeah.
It does.
There's a whole bunch of hype behind it, but I think they're justifying their hype, and that's why they charge premium prices for
Yeah,
it.
I will
that place
stand
be
in that line.
expensive.
I will stand in
And
that
they,
line.
and they sell out every day.
We I remember like it took like I don't know like a year or two ago. Me and Jay went and got like a whole box. We finished the whole box. I think how many there were? Like we have
6 or
5 or
7.
6 croissants, and we finished all in one day. Yes, one day.
Same.
That's air high five.
I think we finished by like 1 p.m.
No. We saved because we went out that night. We came back and had a couple more.
Insane.
It's so good.
So good.
Yep. That's a good one. All right. No, any more?
I'm
any
good.
more things that we think are really hyped up? I think Korean food is really hyped up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Korean food is very hyped up right now.
Korean barbecue. There's like literally a new Korean barbecue restaurant every couple months.
Yeah.
You see, there's a K-pop opening up right here.
It's not as good because I tried the Maryland one.
Oh, but I'm just saying that it's just
Yeah.
it's having Korean barbecue and hot pot.
It's just.
Have
like
you guys tried it before?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's like I said. Is it the best? No, but if you want
Yeah.
both, it's good.
It's overwhelming because my fat ass would
What?
be excited to like have bowls, but it's like you have to cook the meat and then you have to like switch over and like focus on your hot pot.
Nah, see what you gotta do is you gotta eat the meat from the Korean barbecue, then you use the hot pot for just the veggies.
Boom.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
That's what cause I had K-pop for the first time in LA, like back in 2018.
Yeah.
And then I came back and I told Jay, I was like, dude, this is a place that does Korean barbecue and hot pot. It's going crazy. And then they opened up in Maryland. So we gotta go.
Yeah.
My mom likes it.
Yeah.
My mom really likes it because she liked to do the whole hot pot thing. My dad and they like to do like the lamb and then do the pork belly on the thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm hyped because you want to hear because I can take my parents now.
Yeah.
Because
There's
they'll
one in
like-
Falls Church, but yeah, there's one opening pretty close.
Wait, they have another one in Falls Church?
I think I saw a sign. It took over Fortune.
Oh,
Fortune restaurant. Yeah. Fortune restaurant or
Oh.
whatever that. It was like right by Home Depot.
This one's right next to the export.
Yeah.
The new K-pop is next to the export base. I'm like, God
Yeah.
damn, this is dangerous.
This is what I'm saying. I'm telling you, like Korean food just blowing up with the cold Korean wave, just Korean restaurants just everywhere now.
Yeah.
Hopefully they bring in like some fusion stuff.
Mhm.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Okay. What else? Okay.
Like Korean fusion. I don't mean just fusion stuff. Like, can someone make like fusion Korean something? I don't know what, but someone just do it.
There's actually like in Centerville, there's a lot of Korean Chinese fusion, and then there's like Korean something else fusion. But
There's a
like
pizza
2 spots.
place.
Yeah.
There's a Korean pizza place out there, but I was like, give me like some Korean, I don't know, like sandwiches. I don't know.
Yeah.
Speaking of fusion food and pizza, there's this pizza place. I think it's in Maryland that does pizza, the Indian style pizza. I want to try that. It's on Yelp's top 100 places to eat. I
Yeah.
forget what it's called, but that's on my list. I'm trying to go there. I'm trying to get me some pizza that's Indian flavor because you know Indian food is banging.
Yeah.
Pizza's banging. You put them together. Oh man.
Yeah.
You know what it's called?
No, I don't. I know what you're talking about. But I don't.
I'm trying to go there.
The place does look good.
I feel like I bookmarked one here, like in Nova.
There's another Indian pizza place in Annandale, but I guess the popular ones in Maryland somewhere. But yeah.
Okay. Well, we can move on to the next one. If this was asked, it says, what is the one food that each of us would eat for the rest of our lives? Only one. Oh my
Man.
That is really hard. Like, do you think it means like type of food? Like
We'll say
I
ethnic.
forget.
Ethnic.
But then,
ethnic.
like,
Ethnic,
in my
ethnic.
everyday life, I'd be like, I would eat this for the rest of my life.
No,
Now I forget.
not like, oh, I'm eating fried chicken for some. No. We'll say, what is the one ethnic group of food we eat for the rest of our lives? My choice is easy. I'm taking Korean.
I don't know. That's so tough.
I would
It's like a
say
tie.
Viet.
Viet? Okay.
Mine's a tie. It's so tough.
There's no ties yet. You can only pick one.
That's not fair. I'd probably say Thai.
Thai? Okay.
I want to say Chinese just because Chinese, you have a bigger, expansive palate. Like there's so many things you could eat with Chinese food. But I'll say Thai. Not because I want to, because you say I only can pick one.
I agree. You know, now thinking about that, I kind of agree with you. It is a tie. But right now,
I'll just say Thai just because I can't say it's a tie. So I'll say Thai.
you can't say
I can't say a tie between Thai and Chinese, so I'll just say Thai.
Okay. I think we can end it there for the day. Any final thoughts?
Croissants are the bomb. That's all.
I wonder what the next croissant, I guess, form will take. What's the next evolution of the croissant?
I feel like it's going to be something from Dominic Ansel's Bake Shop. Just kidding. Probably. I don't know. That's a good question.
Because you know how there's always a new form every whatever. You know what I think it's gonna be? It's gonna be a croissant donut.
They have those already.
They
Oh
have
wait,
those.
the cronut already. Oh my god.
And they have a
stupid.
cruffin too.
Yeah, they have a cruffin.
And a croffle.
They have a croffle. When they gonna make a triangle, like a
Yeah, I was
triangle?
thinking triangle, but croissants are kind of triangle-y.
There's a place
diamond-y.
in Seoul. They sell these triangle shaped croissants.
What a croissant onigiri or something like that.
Yeah, that's basically what it's based off of.
Ooh.
Oh really?
Yeah.
All right. What's the next one we could think about? Croissant.
Speaking of
Croiss-
catfish, I saw a reel where it's like, get these amazing pistachio croissants in like Vienna. And I was like, Vienna, Virginia? And I clicked on it and I was like, it was not. It was the country Vienna. and Kenny goes, you think we got this in Vienna, Virginia? And I was like, you're right. I could hope. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to whatever the next form of the croissant takes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have not tried them all yet.
Well, we got to.
Yeah.
Anyways, you can go ahead and close out since you started us off.
Thank you guys for watching. Click the like, click the subscribe, leave any comments, ask any questions. We'll be sure to get back to them. And until the next time, peace.
Deuces.